Guess who? The Guess Who? The Guess Who with Jacob Gibbs. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now let's start the show.
If anybody knew the theme song, it would be the man from Blackmarket Outdoors, right? We got a member of the Alabama Bass Council.
Alabama Bass Council.
We got I feel like you're involved in everything. I feel like you might be secretly in the mafia.
God, I wish.
Do you?
I do, man. I love it. I love that stuff. There's so many people that I'd want to get rid of. The list is long but distinguished.
Oh yeah. Dude, you went fishing today?
I got up this morning and had some guys come down from come down from up around Morristown, Tennessee. Got on the tax store. He come down and spent a bunch of money with me and been wanting to come down, and I've been selling to him for 2 or 3 years, and he hadn't been in the shop, and so him and another buddy of his and his girlfriend came down, and they stayed about 3 hours, and I think they dropped about like $17,000.
Really?
Dang. I figured I could go fishing this afternoon and have a good time.
Duck River, they say, is fire.
Dude, it's unbelievable.
Some people say it's like stupid fishing.
It
like,
is.
Every time, I've heard of some people there where they were like, we were going to try to keep up count of how many fish we caught. And they, even with like little kids, they was like, it was impossible. Like you could not keep up with it because everybody had one on.
I lost track to this afternoon too.
Coming from a river, that was the Christmas flooding, so that would have been
2019.
I was just say 2019, maybe.
No.
It ain't been about 5 years.
I can't remember. It's like it's been there just a little bit, but then
No, you're good.
all of a sudden I just fell in love with this place.
When do you think they'll open up tournaments though? Because you can't keep anything from there, right?
No, you can't keep bass. I think you can keep brim and crappie.
Okay, crappie, yeah. Because somebody told me the crappie was the same way. It was just stupid. But basically, this was just a river. I mean, because we used to wade it.
Mm-hmm.
I had a buddy that had some land on it. We used to wade it all the time. That was actually the biggest spotted bass I had ever caught up until one of the BFLs on Gunnersville, and I accidentally caught one bigger than that. But that's amazing, man. For no longer that thing's been dammed up.
It is legit.
Yeah.
So me and Ryan and I went this past Saturday.
That boy's catching some fish, ain't he, man?
Yeah, him and Fisher both are just on fire.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was thinking the sun.
Yeah.
I seen a picture today where he had a damn chunk. Dude.
Yeah. Did you see the one where it said post your favorite catch?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the one.
He caught that one in practice at UFAL a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
But I took Ryan. Ryan's never been. I've been talking about getting a Duck River boat, and I've already ordered. Well, I say ordered when I went and picked one out, and then I bought my trolling motor today. I bought my unit this week, and then waited around long enough to get a deal on everything. So, and it's going to be paid for after today. So
that's awesome, dude.
And
you're not going to be worth a shit when you're retired, dude.
I'm not worth a shit now.
So you're what, 47,
7.
about to be, was retired, was going to retire.
I was going to retire December the 1st, and then they somewhat talked me into staying.
Staying longer?
Yeah.
That's commitment, dude.
Yeah, I needed to be committed after not leaving. I mean, it's like been the most miserable 9 months of my life. But anyways, I don't know, I mean, I might call Monday, or I'm off the rest of the week. I might call Monday and just ask the state to get my papers ready again. Just knowing I can go at any time is a blessing.
Nice, yeah, because it's like, could hit that snooze or could turn this thing on the alarm off.
I do that anyway.
I've got worse, man. As I've got older, dude. Like, for a long time, I get to work. Well, I have to be at work 5 o'clock, some of that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to get up to go. I don't even know if I can get up to go to a fishing tournament.
God, good. You get that fever back.
I don't know, dude. Like, I love my sleep. I plan naps out damn like a week in advance.
You sound like my wife. You sound like Tracy.
I'll tell the kids on like Tuesday. We'll stay up late Monday night or Sunday night, Monday night. I'll tell the kids on that Tuesday. Saturday, when I get off work, taking a nap. They're like, what is today? Oh, today's Tuesday. But I'm just letting them know Saturday.
Don't mess with me.
It's almost like thinking about a vacation, dude. It really is. Especially this time of year, it's really, you can get that house real cold, you know, turn a little golf on or something, you know, and just go out like a lot.
So, yesterday evening, I worked yesterday, then I ran to Gunnersville, met Jared Libner and talked to him and left from there, and I come home. And then I went out and worked at the shop till, I think I came home about 3:30, 3:45 this morning. Took a shower, laid down, and I was back up at 6:30. Up, I went back up, got more stuff laid out for them to look at, and then I've been up ever since.
See, I
I
don't know how you did it, dude. My
I'll-
energy's like gone.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Tracy called me earlier, she's like, you know what, you feel like shit. And I was like, what is that? She said, well, your testosterone is 99. I was like, I'm just a few points from being a woman. That's what Carrie Bennett, my chiropractor, tells me. It's like, you're just a few more points and you'd be a woman. I was like, thanks. So, anyways, and then she said, this is high. Like, she said, you're going to have to quit eating sugars, sweets and stuff. I was like, I'll die fat and happy is all that matters.
No, they say if it tastes like, if it tastes good, it's not for you.
Oh, yeah, well, I'll tell you that.
I mean, it's everything, pretty
Yeah.
much. I mean, you'd have to really live like a rabbit, dude.
And you can tell I don't.
Me either, dude. I'm telling you, I eat all the time.
I eat a Cliff Bar and that all day.
Beef jerky's one of my go-tos.
So,
I love some beef jerky, dude.
and then Chinook sunflower seeds, my favorite sunflower seeds.
See, I'm a peanut guy.
Dude.
I like going to the store and getting some boiled peanuts, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You like those, the Cajun?
I love them.
Oh, my God.
They're all good.
They are. They're very good, dude. I love them. Oh, my gosh. My biggest problem is this right here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You sounding a little empty.
It is.
Need you one?
Yes.
Please. You wasn't, the last time you was here, I didn't have this refrigerator right here handy either.
No, I had to keep some by my side.
Yeah, no, I think we were drinking hot beers by the time it was over.
I believe we was. But they were still tasting good.
Oh yeah, they was.
It was cold inside. It was hot out.
Once you get about 6 of them down, 5 of them,
It don't matter.
somebody can hand me one a damn coffee cup and I drink it. Yeah.
Was this a Miller Lite or Michelob Ultra or a Dos Equis or something like that? No,
See, I like the Mexican beers too.
No Bud Light.
Yeah, I love them. I got hooked on chiladas.
I didn't try that.
You like tomato juice?
Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
Like Alameda's makes a damn good mixture. Yeah. It's got that tahini across the rim.
Mhm.
I talked about it on several podcasts, dude, because like a lot of people that comes on, they're like, dude, let me tell you this something else you can add to it. Tabasco or Worcestershire. But see, like a Bloody Mary, I'm not a vodka man because I can't really, I don't know, I can't take vodka. I don't like liquor like that. Vodka tastes like shit to me.
I used to drink Crown. I don't drink Crown no more. Now I got a connection with some distilled water,
Yeah.
and it's good.
That's what you can drink? Is
Yeah.
distilled water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This water.
Some of that's flammable.
Yeah. We can run that 25 horse Tohatsu out there on it.
Dude, I gotta hear about this, okay. Being a member of the Alabama Bass Council.
God.
So, I'm imagining that this started out, I think, because I've been following this, I'm thinking at first it was just kind of a joke. It was like, it's like, man, we're the Alabama Bass Council, you know, we're gonna be the judge, we're gonna be the jury, like, yeah, we're gonna get to the bottom of it, which has been awesome.
Tough Titty Timmy's been on patrol a lot.
Yeah, think about it, man. I mean, really, it's exposed to a lot of stuff where it's like, okay, dude just totally cheated, or that fish supposedly didn't touch the carpet. I've seen them all.
Caught outside the mouth.
Yeah.
Caught the same fish twice in one day, 3 times in one day.
What is the legal on that? Is that illegal?
If you know it's there, if you know there's one right there, and you pull a bear and you look at it, and you're looking at it and you catch it, and you turn it loose, and it goes back to the bed.
Oh, bed fishing.
Yes.
I got you. Okay.
So if you leave or you go down the bank 200-300 yards, and then you come back, and then you know that fish is there, but you're looking this way, but you pitch that way.
Right.
You got a good idea where it's at, so, and then you just get it close and catch it. It might be a 5-1 the first time, and it might just be a 5-pounder the next time.
I've never thought about that, actually. Because
So-
with them not keeping the fish.
It's all to do with the sight fishing. So the deal that happened, it was one of the guys caught one early that morning, left and come back, and like, I haven't been here, I'm blah blah blah, I'm gonna try to catch this fish. And you could tell the background. It was the same place where he was that morning. And then like you see one day you see somebody catching one on the place, and then you see somebody else go back and catch that same fish, which they might have told each other, they might not, but
I never thought about that.
but
That's interesting, because I mean,
and then a lot of them, several of them, was supposedly catching them and not in the mouth, outside the mouth, and then they'll lean over the gunnel and unhook them, and then
before they actually get them in the boat.
put them in on the scales, and I mean.
Now that's any tournament sight fishing though, right? Because it seems like in the BFLs, even in the BFLs, if you sight fished and you caught it outside the mouth, it was no good, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I feel like actually I don't know if I really ever
Caught a sight fish in a tournament.
I know that I have, but I do remember, like, I don't ever remember not catching it in the mouth. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ain't never thought about it. I've never even.
See, like Gerald, I can't remember where they was at, but Gerald didn't have a official or a marshal with him, he's back in Bass, but he had his GoPro runner. Well, he caught a 2.5 or 3-pounder, I can't remember that weight.
Yeah.
He caught it, it was outside the mouth. He held it up to the camera, showed that it was outside the mouth, unhooked it, threw it back, and put it in the live well.
Did the right thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, and he's not the only one that does it the right way or does stuff like that. I mean, I got a lot of the guys that I think a lot of and deal with that are having to deal with these other people doing it in a gray area. And,
Where people's
anyway.
not actually.
Yeah. So, but
I've never thought about that. Like, I was at Wheeler one time, and no lie, dude, this is a wild story. I'm gonna do this just one more time this way. It's not you, dude, it's me. I was watching y'all there. Okay, so this is no shit. It's funny too, because I'm not a big like spinning rod kind
Finesse
of
it.
guy.
You're not
Yeah,
a
I don't
finesse
like
guy.
finesse
Yeah.
fishing. So where I was at, I was kind of pitching or whatever in there, and I set the hook. It breaks the line. Okay, so I retie. I throw it back out there. Got another bite, caught that fish, pulled it in, took the hook out of its mouth, threw it in the live well, was fixing my worm on that shaky head, went to reel my line up on the spinning reel, and it went in the live well. So I actually opened the live well, and the other hook was inside its mouth. Pretty tricky. I mean, pretty freaky. You know, because it was like, I mean, it really confused me for just a second. I thought, I have never in my life, I don't think, caught the same fish twice, especially at a lake.
Right.
That so much was hungry for that green pumpkin and a little trick worm. I'll tell you that right now.
I fished a BF, I think it was BFL at the time, at Logan Martin.
Yeah.
And my coat, and I was catching them on Carolina rig on a little hump. Well, I set the hook on one, and it broke. Just broke my leader. So I'm like you, I'm down there getting my stuff back on, tie me a leader on the hook and all that. A few minutes later, co-angler, get the net. Got up, got the net. There's my lizard and my leader.
Oh, really?
I'm like, well, shit. I could have used that one. Okay. I guess my shit wasn't as in good a shape as his was.
heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was. I was like, can I have that? It's actually mine. No, but it's the tournament world, bass and MLF is. I've never seen the drama like there is right now. I mean,
It's a lot going on, dude.
I mean,
me I'm an outsider now. I'm just a person that, and I basically, honest to God, just listen to like clips. I listen to the Alabama back, and then I'll Google it. You know, I gotta look this video up, see what happened, or like the guy on you follow that owned the lake.
Joe Durham, yeah.
And it was like, do what, dude? I'll spin circles around your boat all day long, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he said he was Ryan Ingram. I own this MF in the lake. I'm like, you ain't Ryan Ingram. I know Ryan Ingram, you know. And it's just, wow. I mean, it just.
So basically, it would be like me at Gunnersville, and then me hollering at somebody being like, "By God, I'm Jordan Lee," or you know what I'm saying?
Or I'm Ryan Salzman. I own this mother MF in the lake. Don't be fishing my stuff.
I about died, dude, whenever I said,
Oh man, it was so.
So the main of the drama is MLF.
The cheating scandals.
You think they're gonna stay? I mean, will MLF survive?
No.
I don't think they will.
Not in my opinion. I'm not a professional. Nothing. No business. Nothing. I'm just a redneck from Coleman, Alabama that likes to go fishing. But from what I've seen, and the way things are, I don't think it'll last 2 years.
See, I've heard like a lot of bad stuff about.
It gets worse every day.
Yeah.
I mean, you could label MLF as the world turns of the soap operas, which is actually a better damn deal than the MLF. And then you get bass over here with all the rookie speculations of them doing things and this year and all that. The young and the restless. That's how I look at it. Young and the restless as the world turns. I don't even know how many other. That's the only two, or they had General Hospital and a couple other, but that's the two.
It seems like there's always something going on.
Well, see, so many years ago we never had cell phones or GoPros to document all this stuff.
No.
But you knew when you're a Wheeler or Pickwick and you pull up to fish this ledge, and then this dude pulls up from Harpswell. I shouldn't say Harpswell. Let me strike that. This guy pulls up and I won't say they, but I'm not going to say it. But anyway, so let's just say this guy pulls up and then starts throwing over. I mean, just our. Oh golly, I can say so much shit, and I ain't going to. I mean, it's not my place. But this goes, and I'm talking about old school stuff. I mean, he should have had his ass whooped a long time ago, but.
Right.
Anyways, but now he fishes the Invitational. But anyways, who cares? But it's just now that you have cell phones and GoPros, you get to see all this stuff, and it's like, wow. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this. I
Yeah.
just want to sell fishing tackle and go fish Duck River or Katoma
Just
and-
go have fun.
and go home. And now that I've been going down to Aliceville, or actually Warsaw, a friend of mine's got a river house, and another friend of ours has got a river house right on the river, Tom Bigby River, and he's got like 500 acres. They deer hunt it, hog hunt it, and all that stuff. And he's got a big, I say it's anywhere from 18 to 20 acre lake. And they built the boat ramp, put my Vexus in, put my
Really?
tonneau hull in. We put a big 21-foot skidder in. Boat dock is ready. I think they're bringing it, they're loading it up tomorrow and taking it down Friday, putting in a boat dock. I'm getting us a feeder to put on the dock to throw out catfish food, floating food. Man, it's
Going
good.
back to having fun with it.
Dude, man, I could give two shits about tournament fishing. You know, I love the ABT. I've had more fun and met some of the best people.
I was going to say, I think that's probably one of the best, or if not the best ran turn. I've never heard anybody bitch about the ABT.
No, I mean, it's not real. I mean, there's people that bitch, but there's the people that just bitch about anything.
No, yeah, people.
But I mean, it's just, you know, I mean, out of 450 guys, you know, you got 225 teams, 450 people at a tournament. You ain't gonna make everybody happy. Somebody's gonna be mad about something. Somebody's gonna get their feelings hurt. That's the world we live in now.
That's everything.
Yeah. So I mean, the Alabama Bass Trail has been good to me because of the people and the friends I've made, and I've made a lot of money off that trail.
Yeah.
Not winnings, but like me selling stuff. People knowing I'm coming to that tournament, or I'm coming to that first tournament when we went from having a meeting at every tournament to just the first tournament for COVID deal, and then, you know, signing up, getting registered and everything, showing our license and everything. But usually at every first tournament, I made enough money to pay my $650 entry fee. Because it was $1,300, so it was $650. I made my money one night. So we just went fishing. We work, Blake works, Joey works, I work. We take off and go fishing.
I think most of the people in the Alabama Bass Trail are people that work. So.
They are, and there's a lot of them that, you know, they own their own businesses, and I get that, and have more time to go and freedom to go, and it's some of the best competition that you can ever
Oh my God, yeah.
ever find. I mean,
You just go through the list. I mean, it's like, oh shit, there's a hammer. Damn, there's a hammer with a hammer. There's
Brent
you know.
Crow, Mark McKay, Tim Hirsch, Wesley Sands, Jordan Wiggins, Craig Daniels, Jackie Flagg. The list goes on.
I mean, it does. It's
unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's
The Nahia's fish it too, right?
Ryan and Fisher. Yeah.
I mean, you honestly God could sit here and just probably keep throwing up names, and it would almost be the whole roster.
Yeah, be close.
Yeah, and then you'd have like your mom or your father-son teams, or whatever. But thinking, like back to the BFLs, one thing that really got frustrating with me was it's like I'm gonna go practice Wednesday and Thursday, Friday. So what's that? $600 probably, $500.
Shit, probably more now.
Oh yeah, more now.
Well,
This was back when.
Mm-hmm.
So then you think, by the time I bought tackle, I would almost have to win the damn thing to even make anything.
And you wasn't gonna make much unless you had the incentives for the new boat or whatever.
Right.
But it's the deal with the BFLs now is like a big thing that a lot of us talk about or have talked about in the past is the co-anglers. I've been a co-angler. I've caught a bunch of fish. I've met a lot of great people who've been a co-angler.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing about it is, that guy's going fishing, but you're going with him as a co-angler. Give the dude at least ask him. Say, hey buddy, how much do I owe you for gas? Well, that dude, some co-anglers don't think about the truck. You have to put fuel in, the boat insurance, and then if you don't want to give 25 or just even offer, that's shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're too lazy, obviously, to go out and get your own shit and be a boater, and you want to be a dick about it.
Right.
That's the way I look at it. And I'm not saying I'm right. It can go both ways, because if you're going to go as a boater and I draw you out, whether I know you or not, personally, I'm either going to get it out of the way first thing and say, how much you want for gas?
And most times they're probably going to tell you,
yeah,
whatever you think.
Yeah, so I mean, but I know what it takes to operate.
Oh yeah, I mean you both. Yeah.
You know, but some people have never had a boat, don't have a truck to pull a boat with, and I mean it's like just common courtesy. That shit's going out the window.
You got to throw in the payment too. I mean, you got this guy that's paying on his boat.
Insurance. You know what I mean? And this dude took off 3 days to go practice.
Right. Yeah.
He didn't. That's not my fault. As a co-owner, that's not my fault he took off 3 days to have to go practice, but he did.
Right. Yeah.
So just be courteous.
There's been some times, man, when I would even go, we might not even go far from the ramp, you know, where takeoff is, but I could just tell, back when I was a co-owner, I was co-owner for several years before I started fishing boater, but I could tell, like, this guy he believed in this spot.
Yeah.
He really did catch 25 pounds on it Thursday. He hadn't been back. And you can tell by their vibes that they're like, what is going
What's happening?
on? You know what I mean? And I'd still give those guys $60, $80, and that was back when.
It's fishing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no guarantees.
No, there's not.
I mean, unless you're Tony Christensen and you got your brother swimming out there and putting some fish in a box for you under a dock. I mean, that's old school stuff. I know.
Do you know though? That was crazy. The time that he would have had to put in to think about that. Okay, if people don't know what we're talking about, he had Rubbermaid totes, right?
Rubbermaid boxes. You buy at Lowe's or wherever.
Yeah.
And far as I know, I never seen them, but I think they had.
He had an X on it, right?
X cut in there, and they'd have fish in there.
And it had a little hole. I think there was a hole.
There was enough hold that he had to hit that with his jig.
He dances that thing around. There were some fish that hadn't eaten 3 days.
And it finally wallers out.
And I heard too, whenever he would like set the hook, boy, he would snatch it. How did he got caught because didn't a non-boater go back with somebody from the tournament or something, and they went to that boat dock to where he had supposedly caught 3 like 5-pounders off that post?
I can't.
I feel like it was something like that,
Yeah.
where it was like, dude, we got to go to this boathouse because this something's loaded.
Yeah.
It was some deal like that, and it was like, oh wait, here's a Rubbermaid, like beside that post. Wonder what it,
Yeah. And a buddy of mine, Shane Patterson, drew him at Lake Martin. See, and that was in 2003. We fished an Everstar at Lake Martin. And
this was before he got called.
Oh yeah. He won that damn tournament. Up above the 280 bridge, before you get to the railroad tracks, there's a creek. I can't remember the name of the creek on the right. But Shane said he went in there and he's like, I was catching my fish on the Shadrack because it was February.
Yeah.
It was cold. And the
He was
water.
still flipping that jig.
Yeah.
You gotta give the guy credit. He must have some pretty damn good accuracy
Him
to be
and
around the
that-
bridge,
yeah.
especially.
Him and his brother both were divers. And they'd go move. I think he got caught in Florida somewhere. But anyways.
I remember being told that story because I'm like, no, wait, what now? Yeah, like Rubbermaid. But I think he had him a little thing at the top. I think where you cut the X in the lid, I think he had like a hole, like just a small hole or something.
Get it in there, and then
Get that jig in there and dance that thing around a couple of pops, and voila, there you are.
So
And then you have the Garnisville guys did the
boat
concrete
house.
work.
Yeah.
Did
boat house.
concrete work, and then they said, we'll put a basket in this guy's boathouse. And yeah.
That's all you ever heard. I mean, that's all I've ever really heard about. And then was me being a co-angler, being a part of that ever start, and then I actually fished 2 ever starts that year. And he was there. I mean, I would have turned him in if I'd have seen something wrong. You know, it wouldn't have been right.
Oh yeah.
Hell, I would have. That was in 2003. I can't remember.
So say you'd be about 21, 23 maybe.
Yeah.
Because I graduated in 2002. I'm 40.
Yeah, I was working in Huntsville because I was on the waiting list for those Lake Martin, and then they called and told me I got in, and I remember exactly where I was at when they called me out.
That's a big deal.
I was like, hell yes. I was excited because that was my.
By God, I'm fixing to reline my shit.
I'm going down there. I'm gonna win this one. Bitch out the back of the boat. And I drawed out the first day with Andy Morgan. He paralleled the bank in Okahatchee with a shed route. And I just tied on shit that was in my box that I didn't care to lose because I'm just throwing back. I'm paralleling out the back.
Yeah.
And I caught it down a decent limit. I was like top 15 or so. And then I drawed a guy out the second day. It was from Florida. He carried me up above the Alexander City boat launch where they took the fish and dumped them from the pontoon or the truck.
The boat where they're taking.
Yes. So we went up there and caught down. You're
That's when you're not on the down pattern at all.
Yeah.
You're on the pontoon pattern.
I'm in the back of the boat throwing Carolina rig and shaky head catching fish, and he's like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, just stay right here. I was like, I got a limit. I'm fishing tomorrow. So anyway, it's just
Going back to when I was a boater, it was like a nightmare that I knew I was going to have. And I don't care to admit this. I was lucky. If you go back and you look at all my years on the FLs, in September for that super tournament, I would weigh in a fish that weighed 2 pounds, 2 ounces, one. My co-angler would weigh in, sometimes he might weigh in 3 pounds, and he might weigh in one that was 15 and a 16th inches long. I could not catch him. It was a nightmare for me coming. You know, that's double points too.
oh yeah.
And it's like, my God, everything I worked for, and it was already in my mind. I'm like, shit, I'm in this place.
Screwed already.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I dreaded that, honest to God, like, and I just didn't know how to catch him. I never figured it out, and I spent a lot of time on Gattersville, but I never figured it out. You know, you go up there and have an accidental lucky little day where you catch 17, 18 pounds about that time of year, you know, and it'd be like, God, if I could just get this, you know,
Again
2
tomorrow.
weeks from now.
Yeah.
And I'm up there throwing a frog. There ain't no wind. There ain't no shit going on. And I tell the guy, me and you fixing to go and throw a wacky rig trick worm around the bridge and see if we can't catch something. That was almost my plan every single time.
I fished a 2-dayer, golly, can't even remember the year. It might have been 07 or 08. I borrowed Jeff Emmons' boat and went up there. I'd fished the weekend before as a co-angler and caught them pretty good. Got a check. And I thought, well, I'm going to go back and fish next week. And I'm just going to borrow your boat. So, like, I borrowed his boat and I went all the way up to the Wooded Creek steam plant. Because back then, it was catch all you want. So I went up there and I called a guy that we mentioned names earlier, Shawn, and I was like, is this where you tell me about this big old tower? About that time, I'm talking to him on the phone, I'm fiddling around there. I catch like a 4-pound smallmouth. I'm like, well, hello. Yeah, I'm here. I found it. He said, yeah, you're there. And then, like, I called several, and I was like, I'm going back. And I didn't even have my money in. I just went and fished. I mean, I had like 3 spinning rods and 2 bait casters in Evans' boat with all his shit in there. So I'm like, I'm just going to go throw a worm all day. So I went up there because they had them hot water discharges, and then you had the river water.
Is that okay? You talking about Nickajack, like going up
There,
towards the steep?
117 under the highway.
I have
117.
never been there. I've heard about it, but I've never been.
It was a haven.
Because in the early spring too, you had warm water out there.
Oh
right?
yeah, like Shawn would run up there, like in February, first term, to go up there and catch them on spook or bullshit.
And you had everybody else throwing a rattle trap, ripping it out of the grass, or
Yeah.
yeah, that's.
So I borrowed Emmons' boat. We left and run off. Me and my co-angler I drew out with, he was a go-kart member, and he called us like, "What I need to bring?" I said, "I bring a couple of spinning rods." He said, "What?" I said, "A couple of spinning rods, this, that, and the other." And I was like, "I'll have everything else you need." He's like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Bring your life jacket, bring your drinks, I got a cooler, whatever." We blast off, run all the way up there, start fishing, get up there, and there's weekend people fishing, and then there was a couple of tournament boats in there.
So is it anybody from the banks?
No. I mean, you might can now. I've not been up there.
No, the only reason why I wonder that people from the banks always mess me up
No.
times. Yeah.
No bank fishing there. Certain areas, I guess you could, but like you had to, I guess, be checked in at the plant. But now that it's gone, I don't know what's there now. But it's got this little canal. It's got this concrete wall. Like, dude, you just take that shaky head, pitch it up in the little creases and stuff, and then in the seams.
Would it work itself?
Oh yeah, you just shake it out
Just
there,
kind of moving around.
and then you start reeling, and then.
When you get current like that, don't you know it's got to
Oh
be
yeah.
natural?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
I probably caught that Saturday. I probably caught 80 myself.
Yeah.
And then like my co-angler was like, he didn't even bring a spinner rod. He had a Texas rig tied on, and he couldn't get bit. So I just pulled out another. When I had a limit, I was like, here's a spinner rod. And he was pretty high in the points. So I would say, hell, he might have been leading the points. He was leading the points.
You're like me, because it was one of those deals where I wanted them to do good too.
Yeah, and like when I found out where he was in the points, and I was like, dude, I'm just fishing them to make the second day and get a check. That's all I'm fishing for. And he's like, well, I'm leading the points. I said, well, Bubba, you gonna catch them. I promise you.
Yeah.
Well, he wound up catching 10 or 11 pounds the first day when he made the cut. Well, the dude that fished with me the second day, went down Ed Getty's the first day, so he went from power fishing to damn finesse fishing.
I forgot about Ed Getty's.
And then both guys, I can't remember the name, but I had a damn blast because it was just. Because that second day there wasn't. I think there was 2 or 3 tournament boats up there, and like they stayed a little bit, but like I stayed till like the last second to run back and run straight in to check in. No, nothing else.
Yeah.
And like when I pulled that rod out, and I gave him a worm, he put it on, and then he was shooting it down. Like it's just like you catch spot, smallmouth and largemouth. It was so much fun.
See, I would like to go do fishing like that, because I ruined myself with the sport, I think.
Well, I
And
know
the
that.
reason why I did, Gunnersville people, I think, get burned out if they're tournament fishing, because every time you catch one, you're like, we gotta go. Or you catch 3 in a row. Hey, I gotta go. We gotta go. Somebody's gonna damn see us.
Mhm.
And Gunnersville, I think, is honestly the worst place in the world for the bent pole pattern.
Hey, Duck River is there too.
Oh, is it the?
I had one on Saturday morning. Well, no, it was Saturday morning. Me and Ryan was like, they'd come up schooling. Ryan throwing a flute, and I was throwing a salmon, and I'd have my drop shot out there. I'd already threw it, but then I got my salmon laying right there, so I spin it out there. And I had one on. Come right, I was like, what the fuck? Well, man, I mean, like, I told Ryan, I said, get your camera out. You want some good footage?
This is some Alabama Bears
This is
council
some
stuff.
Alabama Bears
Yes.
council footage.
I just wish the real Randy Flowers would stand up, you know?
Me too.
Me too, man.
Dude, that's like,
It's a tough subject. Or would you just like to know? You gonna plead the fifth?
I do plead the fifth. I can't even look
Randy?
at the
Huh?
I can't even look in the camera.
I've laid in bed before reading comments off of some of the Jack Rags, Jack and Towels. Remember what? You remember that stuff? Talking about them college kids was out there with the Jack Rags.
Wow.
Funny stuff, though, dude.
I still got a Randy Flowers t-shirt somewhere at home.
They,
Oh yeah. I need to frame that damn thing when I find it.
yeah, you do. I'll sign it for you. I'm kidding. I'm not really. I'm not really.
Shit, I wouldn't put it past you.
No,
man.
I can't spell that good.
Shit. There was no good spelling in none of that. But I couldn't come up. I'm not that creative.
Me either.
I mean, I think of stuff later on after I'm going, oh damn, right there it is. They
God,
beat
this would
me.
be funny.
They beat me to it. So, you talking about creative stuff. So, like, Fisher asked me to be his observer for the state championship that you follow. So I'm riding down the interstate to go meet them. They went down and practiced 4 or 5 days or 3 days, whatever it was. I get into Birmingham and I'm look up. And, well, hell, everywhere you go, there's an Alexander Shannara billboard.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised there's not one on the moon, dude.
I'm surprised there ain't one out here at Walker's.
I know it.
So they're at the casino in Mississippi. I
We-
asked them,
You could play a game like
yeah.
how many signs there is over and under on your way to the beach or something. Yeah.
So I go by one. You know, you're not going to miss another one. So I took a picture of it. It was Alexander Shannara. And on the way down, I text Ryan. I said, I'm going to do a TikTok. I said, but I'm not going to do it just yet. If he wins, I'm going to do this TikTok. Call me, Alabama. If Fisher and I has kicked your ass in Alabama high school, blah, 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 whatever it is. And are you not glad? Are you all not happy that he has graduated? Finally graduated.
Was they complaining about that?
Oh man. Like,
People's been complaining about.
oh yeah, they complain. It's so bad.
That's bad.
And he fishes by himself. And like,
Why would you not want? I mean, this is your youth coming up. I mean, these people.
jealousy. It's 100% jealousy.
Okay, you got a kid that's 17. He's getting up at 3:30 in the morning, going fishing.
Putting his
Fishing
time in.
isn't putting his time in. Fishing, honest to God, if you're chasing it like he is, it ain't no different going punching a damn time clock. But people don't think of it like that. They think everybody, anybody that's ever been good at something, that spoke bro, I swear mine, he just stays on the lake all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you make different choices in your life, you probably could have too.
Absolutely. You know, I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
I wish we'd
be proud for the youth.
yeah. I mean, especially if he's doing it right. And
Yeah. Kick my ass all you want, and you won't get nothing but, dude, I got 3 bites a day. You are freaking, you're on it. You got this down.
something.
You got it nailed. You know what I mean? Like, always been like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, freaking be happy for somebody.
Oh yeah, there's
But people don't, dude.
No.
That's the deal. If I was right now, if I went fished against Fisher and Aya in a damn club tournament and he won, I would be okay with it. If he wins 6 in a row, I'm okay with it. Because I'm like, God, we got to figure out what the hell he's doing and find some places like it.
Right.
But you got the people that's the whiners that's like, I just don't think it's fair, to be honest with you. Me and Ted over here, we got to go every day to Jiffy Lube and go to work and, blah, blah. And it's like, this guy's got school, He's got all kinds of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
just say, hey, dude, you're a badass. And he'll think more of you too, because he'll be like, you know what? And then he might even run off and say, hey, man. Well, Jonathan Collins came to me and was like, dude, you are peppering our asses, man. You know, it's like, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be like.
Yeah, it's not.
There's always a complaint or a problem with everything, dude.
Oh yeah, there's always a Karen, a Kyle, whatever the hell they're called now. So.
Oh yeah, no, I just call them damn deadwetters, dude. I mean, it's like, you know, I think it was Jordan's daddy. There was a write-up one time about them fishing, and you know, Bruce said it is fishing, and they're very lucky that that's what they get to do. But it's not just, hey, I'm just gonna go get my boat out and go up here and win this tournament or whatever. They're out there, they were looking at maps, they were tying lures, they were relining stuff. In time, by the time they got back from the lake, got their stuff retied, it was time to go to bed, and they were right back up and at it. And in my opinion, that's very far from like a lazy. Fishing's work, dude. You think about golf. I like golfing. You know why I like golfing? Throw a damn collared shirt on. I get my golf clubs, throw them in the truck, fix me a cooler of beer. I'm on my way. I ain't got to re-grip them or anything for it, you know.
I need to knock the mud off my.
Oh yeah, me too,
irons.
dude. Yeah, and come up with some kind of excuse of why I'm not hitting them straight. You know what I mean? But like, there's fishing's work, man.
It
really
I
is.
wouldn't want to never be, never wanted to be
Professional?
No.
See, I thought I did, dude, but after like looking at it and the travel and especially like how some of them get done now by like MLF, I'll say it, I don't care, they can do whatever they want to, but like some of those people don't make shit.
No, I mean they were supposed to be making, some of them were supposed to be making 7 figures, but
Yeah,
that's a lie.
yeah, they happen unless you win them all.
But I don't agree with being the rule maker and then you get to fish and you change rules during the tournament. It's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple.
Yeah, it really is.
It's like, I won't say this, but like I know an organization that makes up 30-day rules.
Changes it throughout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it depends on who it's for too.
Oh yeah.
So, it's...
There's one thing, okay, so if I was fishing the trail, even the BFLs or whatever, club tournament or whatever, when it gets hot and they say, okay, June 30th, we're going to a 3-fish deal. That's kind of the only kind of rule changes that I actually think is, and which is not really a rule, but I mean,
it's just
if you're gonna
fish care.
right, yeah, and I really think like 3 fishing a lot of times like this time of year it's probably not a bad idea, really. Okay, this has been like so curious to me. When I used to fish, was when it first came out that you could actually back your cursor up and mark those fish, right? And most of the time you had already moved 30 feet past them. So with the forward-facing sonar, is that what the argument is? Is that you actually see it before you get to it? Because if that'd be the case, why can't you just reverse your transducer?
A lot of people are putting one on the rear
Really?
forward facing sonar now.
Would it work? Would it work? Like if you just turned your puck, or not your puck, but your transducer, just turn that thing around the other way, would it work?
I don't know, dude. I am still not even sold on it.
Are you not?
I mean, I got it on my tunnel hole and my Vexes, but it come on my Vexes. But I put one on my tunnel hole And
I've heard so much arguing about this. Like, I was trying to ruin fishing. You know, the Alabama rig was supposed to be going to too.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's the deal is that people don't want to learn new things.
Right.
And yeah, it takes time. I mean, I'm nowhere near what Fisher and I is. That's what it takes, the time on the water now. You don't have to have a jig. You don't have to have, I mean, you can take a minnow and a jig head and win all you want.
Yeah.
But you got to fight them first. You got to make them bite. Just because you see them down there and there's 10 on that brush pile or that rock pile, that don't mean that they're going to bite.
So can you actually tell this is a bass? I mean, I would think that would take some studying, man.
Well, it takes, I mean, like, I don't want to give anything. I'm not saying I'm giving anything away, but I just, stuff I've learned in the last year or so, I've watched it at different places.
Yeah.
And and what I've learned from listening to Behind, Ayler, all them guys, you know, that I'm around and deal with, I've picked up on little things. Well, I took it to, you know, Smith and tried it. And like, it works. But I mean, if you don't do it every day, I mean, to me, it just needs, you've got to dedicate that to that.
Now,
Like,
can you? Okay. Sorry. Like, is it better in 10 feet of water? I mean, how shallow can you go with this?
like perspective mode, like the way I run mine,
Yeah.
shallow.
Really, like 2 feet?
Yeah, 3, 4. I mean, I
How
don't.
far out? How far out do you think it's actually picking up the image of the fish?
I'm not sure.
See, that's what, you know, because as you go shallow, or even sonars, you know, let's go out. They start, they'll give you faults. It's just a big blur.
That's the way I like to fish. With the forward facing sonar, turn that thing up. Like that private lake we fish.
Yeah.
You can find them little hard spots, and they'll just sit on top of it if they ain't no structure on it.
So you actually learn it probably that
Spin
you
it.
don't have to have the structure.
No, you just got to figure out not the attitude of the fish, but they're,
Kind of what they're wanting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you might throw over them and bring that thing up above them. They might come up and then go back down. You got to figure out their mood. Then you might stroll that thing over and just sit there and let it shake, or stroll that thing. If they come up there and get it, man, it's so much fun. It's like saying playing Atari or a damn.
I've seen. I think it was Brent, wasn't it, with the Garmin, where he was like, "Yeah, what's coming up? What's coming up? What's coming up?" You know, whatever. And tackle that thing. So how much does one of these things cost? Like, if you're just gonna get like let's say, you'd need a 7-inch screen. Let's just say, can you keep your same sonars and you just
You just have to, make sure it's compatible to and then, so like if you got a Garmin 93 SB, and you've got the LBS 32 transducer, the first one for the live scope. Well, if you get a LBS 34, you've got to go in and upgrade it and all that, update it for the LBS 34. And then it's, there's multiple updates all the time to keep them,
It's interesting.
And I don't know hardly anything about it, because I still like to throw a shaky head. I mean, once you can do that, but I still like to throw my jig, my crankbait, my square bill. I just
remember side imaging stuff when I first got side imaging.
Yeah, it's just
I never could tell if they were bass, or a lot of people say, hey, you can look at their shadows, but I never could really. And I mainly used it just around bridges, because you could go underneath that bridge and you can almost just be like, between the first and second pillar is piled up.
either crappie or bass or white bass.
And then you had to fish to figure it out. You know, like
It's a whole nother world of the fishing industry, not just with all the shit going on, but like you gotta learn to adapt, and a lot of people don't want to. It's taken a lot of people a long time to actually break down. The same with the old Trex trolling motor or the spotlight. Let me say spotlight.
Now I know I could use that.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that spotlight would be freaking awesome too. On ledge or something, you're in that. You've got the right. Where you're throwing, by God, you're catching one every cast. And
like, I had a guy ask me today at Duck River, he's like, how much is one of them, Power Pole makes a micro power pole for like a kayak or a small John boat. Or, and he's like, well, I was like, I've never had one, so I really don't know. I said, I've never even looked at the price on it. I said, you got to think about this. If it's just got that one big stick that goes down, it's just, it ain't that.
So they're making like some real lightweight.
It's got a small box like that just mounts to your boat, and then you've got this pole that goes down in there, and it goes so far when it hits, just like a regular power pole or a talon.
Yeah.
It holds you, but you're going to spin. But if you're not using it, that thing's sticking up. Somebody in the back of the boat.
Oh, they're screwed, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I said, if it was me for what, and I don't know what it cost. I started just to look it up, but I didn't. I said, if it was me, and he said, I believe I'd be better off with a spotlight. I said,
yeah, you would.
Because you could use it for more than just that,
right.
But
my power poles, I mainly use them for docking and side fishing. That was about it. And sometimes, man, I just drop them things. It was one of those days where I'm taking every rod on my deck and I'm cutting every damn lure off. And I just drop those things, and I know they'll stop me before I get in some shit. Get
in the shade. The hell with all this shit I got tied on, let's try something else.
There's been times, I swear to God, man, because I was so sewn on something that I would be like, that's it. And I just cut every damn line. And most of the time, dude, I'd eliminate rods to just be like, you know what, forget you. But I cut the damn line off. I cut the lure off because I didn't want that temptation. I know you got to fish tomorrow and stuff, or you're going fishing, so I ain't going to keep you too much longer. I just want to ask one more thing. If you was going full, your money's not an issue. If you were going to deck out a boat to actually just go fish the major MLF, Bassmasters, what do you think it would cost? How much would that boat be cost? 150? Because I know at one time Rangers were selling for 102 with nearly nothing, right? And by the time you put spot lock and you put
lithium batteries, spotlight, and if you put 3, or if you put 4, or if you put 5 units on, some people's got 4 to console.
What's the average on like a fish finder? Just basic. Like
a HDS HDS Pro, HDS 12 Pro Lowrance. It retails for $3,500.
Dang, man.
But like the Garmin, you can get a 9-inch. Like there's some places it's running them for like $899, a 93 SV or a 106. It's all on what you want to spend money on and and what you want. So like I had a 10-inch unit on my tunnel hole. I'm getting a 12-inch. Everybody's like, why? It's like, because I can. It's not.
I do work. I go to work.
It's not gonna make me catch any more fish. But I'm 47. I want to be able to see that son of a bitch.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's down there, but then like beat down outdoors or beat down mounts, whatever they got it, where you can mount it and have it on a pole. And you got this thing.
Oh, so you just raise
it up. Yeah. Oh yeah. Some of my buddies at Crappie Fish have those, and I'm like, I'm screwed right there. But my fat ass ain't buying no glasses to wear either, even though they ain't but $2 or $3 at Walmart or Dollar General. I'll just hold it out like this. There I am, SOL. But like that unit, when it's there, if it's hitting that high on the deck, well, it's right there, 10 or 12, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But then again, I work.
Hey, you worked hard, dude.
I ain't got no kids. You know, it's just a fact. And then I hustle. The hustle's
Dude,
what I live.
you are, if you look up Hustler, your damn picture's probably.
I wish. I ain't as good as some people I know.
I bet you've turned, how many millions of dollars worth of tackle do you think you've turned? And you know what? You turned it and people got it at a deal. I mean, I bet I got $10,000 worth of shit right in here in my storage room that I bought from you that would have cost me $18,000.
They don't tell how many 6XDs and 5XDs you got.
Oh yeah, because man, at one time, you know, dude, it was like, oh, give me all I can get. Which when that was going on, I was in a spot where it was a log. I'll take you to it sometime. Casey Ashley was the one that showed it to me. I'll take you.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, it's a hump, and then it's got like a little secondary point that comes out underneath the water. There's something, and I'm guaranteeing it's still there. But you almost had to run beside this before you got ate. Jonathan Henry, seen him over here a few times. Actually, in the Everest Start Series tournament that I fished in, I rolled up over there thinking I'm fixing to crank these bastards up. And he was sitting on it. I was like, yeah. But you know what? It wasn't a guided spot for him. Mm-hmm. That was a tournament spot. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, that was a spot where you might pull up and catch. That Garrett Johnson's stupid. I mean, it really is stupid how it. We were coiling fish so quick, we threw a fish back in with the coil tag. We had to chase this fish down with this coil tag. I'm not even kidding you. But there's a log. I know it's a log. It's something. When you're in it, you can drop your money pole down to it. It's about 14 foot. Drop your money pole down to it. You will almost not get that thing back. So I don't know if it's a chain. I mean, it's stupid for me to say that. It sounds stupid. But you know, most of the time you could drop that. You could drop your very few times that I ever get a crankbait back when it hit it. And it was just like, damn it, man. You know, because you knew it was done. And hell, you didn't want to stretch your line out and all that kind of stuff. It's just kind of like, you know, I even had people with me sometimes and be like, man, I mean, honest to God, reel it down as far as you can and cut it. Because it's not coming up, I promise you. I had a little bitty rod that had a lure knocker on it, and I almost lost it. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I don't know. Whatever that is there. Because my brother used to do scuba. You know, my brother's, and I'm certified scuba diver. But I don't know really what the visibility would be there. But I almost thought about going down and just seeing. Because I know for a fact, there ain't down. I bet I've got 100 crankbaits that hit that thing.
I've got an aqua view camera we can take and drop down there.
Just do it. May and June. About now, actually. If they're pulling water, dude, it can get stupid. I carried a guy from Dowie one time over there. Got hooked up with him on. My brother and his daughter were working together. She works for the news company, Fox. She was for Fox 6, I think, at that point or something. As soon as the big book goes out, like, yeah. And I carried her dad. It was kind of funny. We already had it was one of those days where it was just magical, you know. We pull up this spot, and I told him, if they'll bite, this gets stupid. And I'm telling you, man, me and him reeled him in one after another. And he said, I have never, and it would take me almost a full year to catch this many on the Dowie. We'll go. I'll show it to you. I ain't got no need up there. I ain't got no reason to be up there anymore.
I'll go fishing.
We'll do it.
I'll have plenty of time.
Yeah, you will. Dude, congratulations to on your retirement, man. You know, that is, you'll be really hustling now.
Dude, I can't wait.
Going fishing tomorrow. Sorry ass.
Yeah, today's Juneteenth, so we get the day off.
Yeah.
I said, they asked, are you gonna work? Are you coming in Thursday? I was like, I don't think so. I said, I'm not sure if I'll be here Friday or not. I'm not sure if I'm gonna show up Monday or not.
No, I don't blame you, dude. No.
It's the truest statement was said. What's the day? Wednesday? Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Friday. I rolled in, walked in. I just had this one of the guys said, "Well, you just get that look in your eye, and you get that smile on your face," and he said, "You ain't got nothing to give, do you?" I said, "Daggone."
How many years have you been with it?
July the 24th be 24.
24 years.
Mm-hmm. And then my time from Coleman was into the RSA system too, so it's almost right at 28 years total.
You run a backhoe too, right? Most of the time.
Mini excavator, backhoe, just trencher, whatever.
Yeah. Before you get rid of that, before you quit, man, I gotta get a water line ran to my barn. I'm kidding, dude. I don't want to tear my yard up again. No shit, man. I just now got grass back there, dude. It looked like Arizona in the backyard. The front yard looked great. People pull up, be like, "Oh wait, your kids? No, don't put your shoes on." You know, it's like, I'm not kidding. I couldn't get any. I even bought that shit that grows. It's supposed to grow in concrete. It would grow back there. I eventually had to get some topsoil brought in and saw.
Give it something to really take hold.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's I don't know. It's
You ain't gonna be bored, I know.
No.
You're gonna be rolling.
no, and I've regretted it every day since December the 1st that I pulled my papers out the first time. Everybody's like, "You really doing it this time?" I said, "Yeah, I got a video of me having blood taken the other day, and I was going to put on TikTok that I'm getting blood drawn to put in my pen, so when I sign my life away, that I'm getting the beep out of here." So there's not an amount of money that would keep me now.
Stay.
No.
No, I don't blame you, dude. I mean, I don't.
I mean, I set the bar higher this time, and they won't touch it. I even if they did touch it, I wouldn't stay because my peace of mind's worth more than money.
Yeah.
And then I'm tired of driving
Enjoy yourself.
45 to 50 minutes one way every day.
Plus, what you have to drive when you get there.
Yeah, I enjoy driving in Huntsville more than I do driving in Coleman. In my Civic, my Tundra, or my F-250, I can drive a dump truck pulling a backhoe trailer through Huntsville and have a better time than coming to Coleman and driving. Coleman is not a small town anymore.
No, it's not. It's
I mean,
growing.
this is where, I'm not getting off subject, but it's just,
We can talk about whatever.
oh my God, this town.
It's growing.
I still love this town, but it's not what it was, and it won't never be again. Ever since we went wet, it's gone to hell.
It has. It's grown a lot, and we got even more stuff coming.
Oh, I know.
We're gonna eventually be the next Huntsville, I think.
It'll be close.
I really do.
I just hope we don't get a arson or anything.
Yeah.
If Coleman Daily keeps doing like they're doing this, you'll have your own news report and everything, and I mean, it's going to be
That's
awesome.
supposed to be going on there. There's a lot of people tag me on there.
I can't wait. Oh, I tagged you on there.
Yeah, that I was like, dang, this is pretty good, you know. Which I don't, okay, when I put that post on there, I wasn't bragging by no means. But, most of these people right here are from Coleman, and there's some reason why I thought that was cool. Hell, I wouldn't call you to come man, please come on podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I've been wanting to do it again since.
yeah, dude. I mean, it's just fun.
It's so much fun.
You know, and honestly, you know why? Honest to God, I could have ads. I could make some money, honestly, off of it. But when I listen to a Joe Rogan podcast or something, and I feel like it's an hour of ads, that's not what my intentions was when I started this. I want to sit down with somebody like me and you. We sat down here tonight, same thing as if we was at a bar talking the same stuff we'd have been talking about.
Sitting in my shop.
Yeah, sitting at your shop, you know.
Just kick
Over
back,
there drooling. Me over there drooling, all you tackle and all that stuff.
drinking a few beers.
Yeah, let's just drink a few beers and just damn relax and have a good time, man. That's, I don't know. I think we've actually forgot that. I think a lot of people actually forgot that. There's more people come on this podcast and they'll say, dude, you know what was so fun? What? Hell, it was me getting to talk to somebody for a damn hour and a half or an hour, and it was just me and you. We would just talk like
No phone, no text, and I mean,
Well,
I have all my notifications turned off anyways.
yeah. See, I put it on silent.
So, and my stuff's on silent. So when I get out of, when I leave here, I'll get in there and they'll be, which I'm in 2 or 3 group texts, and they get a little busy.
Keep me out of group text. Man. I hate group text.
I mean, I'm in one, and I know I know them all now, but it's like they talk so much shit about each other, and I'm going, damn, that would have cut me to the bone, you know. And then I'm like, ha ha, and I don't really know, should I laugh at that?
Yeah.
And then they're like, you got to interact a little bit. It's like, ha ha.
You just do the exclamation or
Yeah.
the explanation things.
Ha ha, question mark, or
Dude, I get caught up in some of these group texts with some stuff that I don't even care about being involved in. We used to have, you know, like I would have some buddies or whatever. We'd have like 5 or 6 people, and it'd get pretty funny, you know. And it'd be like 10 o'clock at night, and everybody kind of start whittling out, you know, or whatever.
Yeah,
And then the nights that they kept me up later than that, it was some really funny stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like group text, I'm like, dude, why? And you know what else pisses me off while we're on this? I'll call somebody to tell them their door's ready, right? They've been ringing the phone, so I call them. It rings for a minute, and it gets in there and it says, you have reached 25650744778. To leave a message, you know, press 1. Press 1. This person is not accepting voice messages. Their mailbox is full, and I'm like, that pisses me off. It's like, just take voicemail away.
well, that's like a while ago.
That drives me crazy.
When I was waiting on, let me find the right person to say this about.
You say me, you don't tell me.
No.
Let's go with Nick Reeves. Let's see.
No, okay, I don't want. Anyways, let's just say Zach of Saved by the Bell tried to load his boat up.
I know you're going. I thought you were still on the group message.
No. So Zach from Saved by the
Because
Bell.
I know Nick's a good sport.
Yeah.
You know.
So I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm just like, come on, dude. It's got a motor on it. You ain't got to push it on there. Pull it with a rope. Fire that Jill up. And I'm sitting in the truck going, why is my phone in the boat? Because I should have already had this damn thing down the ramp, loaded up, my ass on my way. It's just...
You gotta like them jackasses too, especially the ski boats. They pull it up out of the water, and they're about 6 foot up the ramp, and they go ahead and start tying everything down.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, buddy, that thing ain't gonna slide off. You can go on up. You got the front attached. You know, and then and that's always the friendliest people too. You know, they'll wave at you like they ain't done nothing wrong. You're just like, what's up?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you just took 20 minutes.
You're my next TikTok video.
Wave.
Tough Kitty Timmy's about to get on your ass. Pull your damn boating license.
The Alabama Bass Council was about to damn blast you.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta get your stuff out there, so we got the Alabama Bass Council. Anybody likes fishing, you need to check that out. Some really, that's one of my
Interesting
that's my favorite.
content.
Yeah, it really is because it's like
good.
it is because you get
Informative.
It's very informative, and you get a lot of okay. Well, I know y'all didn't see this the other day on TV, but this is what happened with so and so. He cheated a little bit, or he rubbed the carpet with a fish, but his marshal said he didn't. Or
Slight touch, no penalty.
yeah, so and so owns down you follow. You know what I mean? And hell, he's giving up false names. I like that how he's gonna sue. You know, he's like, I'm a lawyer, so I'm gonna sue everybody. And it's like, you used false information in your name. Who's gonna get sued here, brother? You know, I mean, like that was the funniest thing. But yeah, the Alabama Bass Council, Black Market Outdoors, baby, check him out. TikTok. Are you on Facebook? You're on Facebook, you know?
Facebook,
TikTok,
Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram.
Follow me for giveaways. I do giveaways.
Yeah, you do. He's got some nice stuff, man. I'm telling you, like.
I've been hanging around this certain amount of people on TikTok, and if I can get people more followers, I'm going to do a giveaway at 5,000, and it's going to be real. It's going to be some good stuff. I mean,
I'm gonna cut this part. Like I'm gonna make like a separate video. Black Market Outdoors, fishing giveaways, and it'll be good shit. Like it's not. He's not gonna give you a Zepco 33 and
mega bass baits. Probably some OSP baits. That's the thing I wish we'd talked about was OSP.
do it.
Well, no, we need to go. That little fuzzy dice.
We're gonna go.
We'll do this again.
You're coming back soon.
We'll do it again.
You're fixing to be retired. You ain't gonna have nothing but time,
I
baby.
ain't gonna do nothing.
There you go. All right, look, I want to try to get you back. I want to get you back to that with some of the other Alabama Bass Council stuff.
I'm gonna try to get Ryan to come, or
Tell him, come on, man.
if I can get them Slick.
Yeah, Slick Johnson.
Nick's hard to wrangle down because he's either in Moulton or Fort Payne. So I mean,
Yeah. That's it. That's the name of some of the guys on Alabama Bass Council. We got Nick Reeves,
Slick
Nick
John.
Nasty. Is that what? Is
Yeah,
that what
Nick.
he is on TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
You got Slick Johnson 23.
Mhm.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Got Black Market Outdoors.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Ryan, Anaya.
Anaya Fishing, and then Fisher Anaya.
How do you? Okay, spelling on that's Anaya. Is the last name right?
Yeah,
Anaya.
don't get me the line. I went to county school.
Yeah. Well, I think it's right. Anaya.
Yeah.
I think it is Anaya.
I
Yeah.
have to look at it.
Good guys, good fishermen.
Absolutely.
And you will find out the damn truth. If there's anything that happened at a tournament, Gerald swindling some kids in an argument over somebody flying through a bridge, well, they got it all.
Try to, and
Yeah.
and we ain't gonna tell it, or Slick's not gonna post it if it ain't true.
Correct,
Because
yeah.
he's got the right connections. All of us in that group's got our own means of connections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, we got you
Yeah.
like fishing. You want to be in the know. You check it out.
Follow the Alabama Bass Council, and you can get your Alabama Bass Council gear at www.alabamabasscouncil.com.
AlabamaBassCouncil.com.
Yeah.
Get your merchandise.
And Black Market Outdoors will have some soon.
Black Market Outdoors. Yeah. Check these guys out, man. They're freaking. They're in the know. They know what's going on and all of it.
So,
So I
it's a
appreciate you
shitty time
coming.
in the fishing world, but there is a lot of good things going on. Too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I appreciate you inviting me on. I've enjoyed it.
Shit,
I'm
I love
ready
it, dude.
to do it again.
I love it, dude.
Yes.
You anytime you're around, man, it's always a good time. and you've always got okay, I ain't even fished. I ain't threw a cast 2 years. And the first thing whenever he walks up at my house, my wife says, "Hey, you got any of those whatever they was for sale?" Turtle box. Yeah, turtle box. You got any turtle box for sale? I'm thinking, what the hell is she supposed to start trapping turtles for? You know? And then I realized it was a speaker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm telling you, this dude, yeah, he's got the deals, and it's nice. It's
Legit.
Nice stuff. Yeah, it's legit.
So,
Even so check it out. And I appreciate it.
but I enjoyed it.